OutKick host Tomi Lahren joins me now. Tomi, you saw the pictures there, and you hear Jeff Paul's reporting that Mexico now is trying to free up some spaces on its public buses. And I guess we have to pay the penalty for that, for taking even more people.
Yeah, and this is why this is so frustrating. Again and again, we hear the Biden administration and Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre tell us that Congress needs to fix this. Well, it's actually the Biden administration that broke this system. It's been broken for a long time, but we did not see these numbers during the Trump administration. I was there. I saw it with my own eyes. This administration could do something. They're choosing not to do anything, and they're putting it on Congress because it's easier to pass the blame than to take accountability. Same song and dance with many things regarding this administration, but Mexico was cooperating during the Trump administration because Donald Trump threatened tariffs on Mexico if they didn't. So I was down there. I saw it with my own eyes. The Mexican military actually played a role in preventing these people coming through Mexico and then coming into the United States. Mexico can be a partner here, but you have to have an administration and a president that's willing to play hardball, because a lot of this could be solved if Mexico did their part. It's great to have Mayor Adams in Mexico City. It's great to have the communication of don't come to New York, but that's not solving the problem if the Mexican government isn't going to do their part and help out as they should. Yeah,
I don't know how great it is to have Eric Adams go to a different country and talk about how bad he thinks ours is doing. Why doesn't he come and solve some of the problems in his own city? And by the way, my previous guest, Andy Biggs, and also Representative Chip Roy, both have been on this program touting those things that we could be doing, that the White House could be doing, that you just mentioned. There's change afoot in Capitol Hill. Let's see if that's part of that change. 800 people poured into New York City in a single day in the past week. The number is double what it usually is. Officials now are scrambling to open more shelters, but there's already a problem at the ones where there are just too many people there. It's just overflowing. Footage shows the tent shelter on Randall's Island in New York City is leaking after all that rainfall from Hurricane Lee recently. Sources are telling the New York Post that the city has also hired ex-NYPD officers and firefighters around the clock as fire wardens at some emergency illegal immigrant centers because of fears the sites could be deadly fire traps. And Chicago residents are fuming at a community meeting last night over how the city is handling the overflow of migrants in their city. Watch.
In a community of black people where we already get the low scraps, and then you want to take the little scraps, the resources that we have, and put us at the bottom of the barrel? That's not fair, and I won't have it.
I want Mayor Brandon Johnson to understand that you're selling us out for people who can't vote for you.
Ooh, that's it. That's the thing. I mean, that's what brings about change. You got to vote those people out. And the chant was, you work for us. That's like the next thing is make America great again. I mean, you do work for those people, but you're not making them great.
Yeah, Harris, this is my concern, though, especially when we talk about Chicago. They had an opportunity when they got rid of Mayor Lori Lightfoot. And what did they do? They put someone in that was maybe more extreme than Mayor Lori Lightfoot. Yeah. So I don't have a lot of confidence that these communities are going to change their vote. They've been voting for Democrats for generations. Will this change their mind? I'm not sure. I would like to say I have optimism, but I don't necessarily have that. I'll also say when you have this crisis in New York City, you're in New York City. I come to New York City a lot. I'll see you guys on Friday. I notice the people that are just kind of loitering in the streets aimlessly. They have nowhere to go. They really have nothing to do. This is going to be a big problem when these people start getting desperate and it starts getting cold. What are they going to do? Yeah. My fear, Harris, is they're going to turn to crime. They're going to turn to already established gangs, criminal organizations that already exist in New York City. This is going to get so much worse before it gets better.
Well, Tomi Lahren, spitting the truth. It is so true. Thank you very much for being in focus. Outnumbered after this commercial break.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.